Postal Service, which announced last night that it will not accept any packages mailed from China and Hong Kong.
Amazon has reportedly canceled some orders for products made in China as the Asian nation and the U.S. continue to face off in a trade war over tariffs. Amazon canceled orders for beach chairs, scooters, air conditioners, and other products from multiple vendors based in China and other Asian countries, Bloomberg reported Wednesday, citing a document reviewed by the news site and people familiar with the matter. The orders were canceled after President Donald Trump announced tariffs on China and more than 180 other countries and territories on April 2nd, Bloomberg reported. Amazon has reportedly canceled some orders for products made in China as the Asian nation and the U.S. continue to face off in a trade war over tariffs. Amazon canceled orders for beach chairs, scooters, air conditioners, and other products from multiple vendors based in China and other Asian countries, Bloomberg reported Wednesday.
Breaking news. Reports now out that Amazon is canceling orders from China on multiple products, including beach chairs, scooters, and air conditioners, and other merchandise. Now, this would be on the heels of the tariffs and the trade war with China. Amazon hasn't commented yet, but if this is true, well, this is how it starts with prices going up. It's simple supply and demand. We still want air conditioners, scooters, and beach chairs. So the stuff that's left here in the country, if there's less of it, it's going to cost more money. This is how it begins. We're going to keep an eye on it for you. Stay right on top of it. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and drop a comment.
China canceled their imports of U.S. beef over the weekend, and red states are going to be the ones hit the hardest. Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, they just lost a very large purchaser of their agriculture. China said that they're going to be buying beef from Australia, and they're also going to start sourcing their soybean from Brazil. So Chinese imports of soybeans also cut out. And this has happened before. In the Trump administration of 2018 and 2019, China stopped purchasing agricultural products from the United States. And that put American farmers underwater to where the United States government had to write $28 billion worth of checks to send to them in aid. It was a $28 billion bailout of farmers as a direct consequence of the trade war. The supposed $150 billion that the Doge cuts saved, I would not be surprised if the government bailouts had to exceed that amount to farmers this time around.
We have some breaking news right now. Amazon has begun canceling orders from China and other Asian countries, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of purchase orders. This is in response to Donald Trump's tariffs, which means prices will go up because the shortages of these products will increase in the United States. According to Bloomberg, the orders for beach chairs, scooters, air conditioners, and other merchandise from multiple Amazon vendors were halted after Donald Trump's April 2nd tariffs announcement. Many vendors believe this is in response to the tariffs. One vendor had been selling beach chairs made in China to Amazon for more than a decade, received an email saying, you know what, not to ship them anymore. $500,000 worth of beach chairs were nixed after the chairs had already been manufactured, leaving the person on the hook to pay the factory and find other buyers. If Amazon is canceling orders, I'm sure more companies will soon too, which means that there will be shortages in America for a number of items, which means costs will go up on these items.
Breaking news, Amazon has now started canceling orders from China. Other vendors will do the same. Here's the deal. Tariffs up 104%. That means they, as the importers, are going to pay 104% more for the product, which means the price just doubled, plus an extra 4%. They would have to pass that cost on to you. They may not think you will pay the price, therefore they don't keep the product. Therefore, this hurts manufacturers in the respective country. And also means there's going to be shortages for various products here in the United States because the price is doubling. And if the vendors and the buyers, such as Amazon and others, don't think you and I are going to pay these prices for the higher price for the product, where the price is doubling, they're going to cancel the orders. Therefore, we will have shortages. So when we start getting shortages, it's bad or worse than the pandemic. Again, you can thank it to Donald Trump. Thank MAGA. Thank everybody that voted for this, because this is what they voted for, and this is what we get as a result. I clearly did not vote for Donald Trump. Love to hear from my Democrats and my MAGAs, my crazies, my cuckoos, and my burned out light bulbs. If you work for a company or a vendor that is canceling orders with any country, let me know.
Why the did Amazon cancel my order? What the is that? Amazon just canceled my order. I placed that order like a week and a half ago, and it was supposed to be shipped on the 10th. I just got an email and they said they canceled my order. What the? So now I'm like, does Bezos know? Is Bezos in like the loop? Because if Bezos is in the loop, did she know that they were going to be pausing tariffs? Because I got that email this morning canceling my Amazon order, and then I'm seeing this tweet like 3 hours ago or 2.5 hours ago that's basically announcing that there's a pause in the tariff. Does this mean that I can reorder that or like, what does that mean? What does this mean? Do we... Oh, my brain. I look around and I'm like, there's so many Chinese-made products just within touching distance. Right here. That up there. Probably this blanket. Also, maybe this pillow. And maybe these up here. And probably a lot of pieces of this car. What?
Another victim of the Trump trade wars has now officially left China as a result of the 145% tariffs that Trump has placed. This time, it's Amazon who canceled all of their stock in China. This comes right after Apple has officially announced that they're moving their manufacturing to India, where they actually even sent 5 commercial airplanes to China, stack it full of iPhones and iPads, and send it to India to be shipped from there. Even Deutsche Bank came out and said that we are now officially entering uncharted territory in the financial system. If you are in the e-commerce business, if your business is tied to the American-Chinese trade in any way...
Is there anything sweeter than an FAFO? I don't think so. And when it happens to one of the world's richest men, it becomes even sweeter. So there are reports that Amazon has had to start canceling some of its orders from its vendors because of the products are coming and made in China. And they are worried about the tariffs and the increase in the prices. Well, don't you remember Jeff Bezos and his bald ass sitting in the front row of Trump's inauguration, grinning like a shit-eating cat with Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, and all those other numbnuts? I do. And now all of a sudden, Jeff Bezos is going to start losing money. Do you know how much stuff on his site is from China? I'm going to bet it's a shit ton. I'm going to bet it's an absolute shit ton. And they are going to have to either increase their prices, which they will, and then watch their sales fall because Americans aren't going to be able or willing to pay those prices. And Jeff Bezos is going to lose tons, billions, and billions of dollars as a direct result to Donald Trump and his tariffs. Jeff Bezos thought it would be fun and cute to be present and donate to Trump's inauguration. And oh boy, he's going to make me so rich. How much richer do you have to be? Well, we'll never find out because Jeff Bezos, you're about to lose a ton of money. People are not going to be shopping as willingly on Amazon because guess what happens?
China has been stealing resources, raw materials, and even tried to trademark fruits from the Amazon for decades. I'm not talking about 2-day prime shipping Amazon. I'm talking about the forest Amazon. Let me tell you the funny tale of them trying to trademark cupuaçu. Cupuaçu is this fruit right here, and it looks like a pineapple and cacao had a baby. It's tropical, it's delicious. The scent of it is just like amazing. And indigenous people had been using it as medication for years and years. Because of its similarity with cacao, this is what cacao looks like. That's the fruit where the chocolate comes from. This was very sought after. The main difference between them, which is why they also wanted cupuaçu, on top of wanting cacao, by the way, which was another fight, but we don't have to get into this today. They wanted cupuaçu because it doesn't have caffeine. It's high in antioxidants, and it has a substance called theobromine, which gives you energy without the caffeine. So the beauty industry wanted it, the food industry wanted it, all of the health supplements industries that had been already working with acai and cacao and guaraná were fighting for it like sharks. Think about something that's good for your body, but it's also good for consumption. You can make shampoos out of it, you can make oils and butters, and there's nothing you can't make out of cupuaçu. Always focusing on the fact that it didn't have caffeine. It boosts your mood, it makes you feel good, it gives you energy without the one thing that cacao already had. So it just seemed like they were missing one thing. So they had the grand idea, let's just trademark it. Yeah. China wasn't doing this alone. China had support from other countries. I'm not gonna name names, but we still hold a grudge. Thankfully, the Brazilian government was not about to have it. Not that day. Not in 2004. They rallied up with activists and indigenous activists to protect what we have as resources, to protect the Amazon. I don't say this in a negative way because China still gets almost all of their resources from the Amazon. And I just want to educate people on the fact that they've become the powerhouse of manufacturing that there are today because they've invested in the resources, in the technology, and more specifically in the education of their people. While other countries seem to be completely allergic to education. Although it wasn't always just glitter and rainbows, there are no fights going on today, so kind of good, I guess.